coming up is Canopy Growth, ticker symbol CGC. And I have not looked at this one at all, so this is going to be pretty interesting. Does look like, yeah, it's formed kind of a bottom here. I wonder if we can connect some lines to identify where support might be. So let's see. I think the first step in doing that, I'm just going to come over here to $3.46 and then connect that with the lows over here, which, is kind of a stretch because it didn't really act as support over here, or, it didn't really touch that level. If I were to connect it there, it doesn't look like we would be above that level. But since I did connect it to the low here, maybe I just want to move that up to the close on that day. Then it does look like it's serving as support before this run up. And then we do have support over here. So I do think that is going to be a notable level. We want to see price holding above that. And so if you want to redraw that line, that would be based on the close of, let's see, July 17th, 2023. And that closing price is $3.74. And then the other pivot point I did based on, let's see, this would be the open. Actually, I did that kind of sloppy. The open on January 22nd of this year, and that price is $4.30. And so really, with that price just being a little bit higher, where does that intersect where earnings is? Around earnings, we want to have price above, not go below, about $4.35. If it does break below that level, it's kind of going into new territory. Price has been lower, has been down to $3.46. Looks like that was the, let's see, the 52-week low was 34 cents, 34.6 cents. That doesn't seem right. There must have been a split or something. Yeah, right here, 1 for 10. So that makes sense. So yeah, this was the 52-week low at $3.46. Pre-split, it does look like it would have been 34.6 cents. So, if we do break below this line following earnings or even before earnings, I think that could be pretty bearish. So keep an eye out for $3.35. I think that's going to be pretty important. And then, we can do some retracements from this. Let's say we could do from the low here to the high here, get some levels that it might be returning to. But really, actually, I don't think that's going to be too useful because if we do it from the low here, it's going to be that level. And let's see where the, so this is going to be the 100% down there, and then the 0 up here. So that 100% retracement, yeah, the it's not really, it's already broken below, the 786 and all of that. So really the last line of defense here is the 100%, if not going lower to the 1618, and that would put price at a negative number. So I don't really see that happening. But maybe we can do a retracement from, let's see, which one of these is lower? The low on this day at $4.71. And hey, what's up? If you got any requests, happy to go over them. I just got these from some comments, so I'm trying to go over them. Let's see. This low on this day, November 10th, was $4.71. Over here, low $4.75. So now I know where the lowest low is over here for this retracement, and we can get it up to there. Just going to do it approximate. It does look like it's right around the 100% retracement. So, good to keep that in mind, that it is kind of at a precarious point. Do want to see price, let's see, the low was 471. So if I move that down a little bit, actually I can adjust it here. That is going to be a price that we want to be holding above. And if getting to earnings, we are below 471, that could be, a sign of weakness that it wasn't able to hold this low before the run up here, and that it could be, taking a little spill following earnings. One thing that is kind of nice about this is that we do see this gap right here to the upside. Filling that would be going to a price of $6.78, which was the low on December 12th. That did close, though, on the day of $6.85, so that might actually be a more proper fill of that gap. But once we get up there, I do think that there would be a good amount of resistance above it. If we do look at the volume profile, see all this volume down here, but we do start to see volume pick up around that area. And there are probably some bag holders there that you want to take a breath of fresh air and lighten their loads. So they might be selling there. And then if I remove this volume profile, I can do a retracement to the downside. And that might give us some signals of where price could be going if it responds positively to earnings. And so that would be going from that high there before the drawdown to the low over here. And these are just approximate. I'm not going to do them exactly. It does look like we got a test of the 382 for this little run up at a price of $5.84. And then also the 236 here just recently, just a couple days ago on Thursday, February 1st, we saw a test of $5.24, the 236 retracement. So it does look like, it's kind of getting at the bottom of this, but, if it does respond to earnings, well, I do think that these are going to be some of the levels you'd want to be paying attention to. Can we break and hold above $2.24? And then at next, $5.84. If price can get up to that level and hold, start consolidating up here, I do think that would be really strong for the stock. And then it could potentially test the 50% retracement at $6.32. But, first we got to get there. And right now, it doesn't really look too strong, just hanging out and down here, probably just waiting to see what happens with earnings on the 9th, which is, I believe, Friday. And we don't see a bearish engulfing candle here, though. And so I think that, there aren't too many bearish signs or anything like that. I think kind of neutral, especially like the RSI just being kind of flat in here, not too exciting. If we look at the weekly time frame, yeah, this is a bullish engulfing candle. While this might suggest a reversal here, I do think that this is a strong sign that that could be a bottom, right around $4.26.5. So you'll have to keep that in mind when earnings come around. And so, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And thank you for the request.